Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AstralGames Day 151. We have crossed the 150 mark threshold, or however you want to call it. And we are here on 151, where we will be playing more Banner Saga. Now, Yuan-kun, what up? How are you doing? How is Yuan-kun doing today? Yes, we are playing the Banner Saga today. I know there are 7 chapters in this game, and I do know that we finish about 1.5 to 2 chapters during a cast, and we are in chapter 6, somewhere halfway in chapter 6, or at least some way into chapter 6. So the possibility exists that today we will be finishing, simple math. We finish 1.5 chapter a cast, and we're 1.5 chapter away from finishing. So the possibility exists that today we will be finishing the Banner Saga, which on one hand is cool, because I want to know how the story goes and how it ends. But on the other, it's also sad-ish, because I really, really enjoy this game. Both the art style, the combat system, as well as the story are just superb, are amazing, and they've done a really, really great job with this game. So, kind of sad as well. Hey Sky, how are you doing? I'm good, just a bit tired. Came back from socializing with the parents. Was a good weekend, excellent. I get to know their neighbors, golden retriever too. Oh, nice. Interesting. Alright. Davy Brown, how are you doing? Yeah, so finishing the Banner Saga probably today, or at least advancing further into the story, is what's on the agenda. And then I really don't know. Tomorrow is the big talk, the big conversation, and I've been talking about quite a bit already, and it will determine my work for the coming months. So if I have a lot of work, there will be less streaming. If I have not a lot of work, there will be more streaming, or the same amount of streaming. But I'm going to assume that I'll be accepted into the project, which means that I will be a weekend/evening streamer for the foreseeable future. You guys get an update on Twitter on that, but yeah, probably that, hopefully that, and that means I'll have to see what evenings are available for me to stream on with everyone, with Phil and Book and all the evening streamers around us. Hope everything goes into your favor. Thank you, Yunkun. Thank you. Yes, I'm going into that conversation quite positively, because both the people that have the say in things, so to speak, do know me, and they already sort of said they wanted me on the project. So, they already like they didn't say it outright, but they when they were talking to me, they were like, yeah, we need someone. We need someone on the project like that. I don't know what to hope for. Well, I certainly hope that I can get to work on the project, because the project is amazing, and it's my passion, it's my love, and I really want to work the work that I want to do, and yeah, this is a possibility. Getting ready for work, excellent, JD. Obviously want you to do well. On the other hand, last Astral streaming. Well, like I said, I might want to go into a Phil-esque schedule with the evenings, on the docket there. But I'll have to talk to Book, and well, I know Phil's evenings, but I'll have to talk to Book about the evening streamings and the what days are available, because I know she also streams in the evening, but and of course the weekends. I mean, the weekends, guys, for the weekends there's so much planned. Like, I still obviously have the Nominon Borderlands thing going on. If he wants to. Friday evenings are of course still the CK2 Dynasty Challenge. Saturdays are the Borderlands. And Sundays are open for streaming, really. And I do know that on the Saturday evenings that I do not have D&D over at Bookfish's channel, I will be playing with a friend who is returning to my Twitch channel more permanently, so to speak. Dylan Fornost, some of you might already know him, but we agreed, Dylan and I agreed, that on these Saturday evenings that there is no D&D, we will be playing Age of Wonders 3 once again, except we're going to finish a game this time, as we'll be playing from start to finish a game every Saturday evening where there is no D&D right on this channel, and it's gonna be Age of Wonders evening with Dylan and me, and hopefully we can complete a game that way. That's the goal. That's the end goal. For those that were there during our Don't Starve Together stream, he was there. We already streamed Age of Wonders twice on this channel, so if you were on any Age of Wonders 3 stream during my channel's existence time, then you know him as well, you know his voice. I will have stream in the background. Can watch Banner Saga. Ah, GSX. Excellent, excellent. You have fun. It's a great game. It's amazing. It is super, super amazing. I really love this game. That's why I can't wait to play it some more. So yeah, there will be obviously Friday evenings Dynasty challenges, Saturdays D&D, and me and Dylan playing Age of Wonders. Saturdays during the day, Nominom and me and Nom Nation playing Borderlands. And I assume that when that finishes, I will have the Saturday during the day free for any other streaming project that I desire. And of course the Sundays, all the Sundays that are off, all the Sundays that I don't have any plans, I will obviously be streaming, because I gotta say, I really got into this thanks to you guys. I used to be streaming and I was like, oof, an entire week of streaming. I did that once, like way back when, and it wasn't as fun, or I didn't think it as fun. But this week, like last week, this week, depending on how you see it, I've been streaming the entire week with you guys around, starting with my 2-year anniversary and ending on this channel with, I believe it was Dark Souls, the community day, the Dark Souls. And that entire week I had loads of fun with you guys, so I'm really excited. So I will probably be taking any Sunday possible that is free to be streaming once the work kicks in. So yeah, there's gonna be loads of stream. Also, there are loads of games that I still want to stream on this channel. I'm pretty sure I can't put all in one channel. I mean, there's Consortium that really drew my attention that I want to stream. There's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines that really drew my attention that I want to stream. Of course, I need to finish Dark Souls, StarCraft, Pillars of Eternity. There's Tales of the Borderlands that I want to stream. There is obviously Warhammer Total War coming up. There's just so much coming up that I want to stream, so I'll probably have to put some more effort and time into this, and see where it fits with however depending the conversation tomorrow goes. So we'll see, but one thing that is for sure is I will not abandon streaming, so don't worry about that. There will be more Astral shows, even if the work does increase. Alright. With that said though, let's jump into the game. I am really excited. We shall continue with where we left off. And it's day 121. Yes, we just visited the Godstone Dunder. Then we came towards the capital of the Varl. For those not in the know, the Varl are the giants, the humans are the humans. Those are the two races living on this world, and the Vral basically have a capital where no human may enter, but because of the war against the Dredge, which is a monstrous race full of stone giants, and because of that war against the Dredge, the humans basically were driven into the holy city of the Vral. We gained entrance through some clever diplomacy. We got onto the capital of the Vral, where the Dredge were surrounding us. We fought there, and now we're leaving. We're leaving because one human, a mender, some sort of mage in this universe, got a vision of his mentor, his master, waiting for him in another town. And the master told him that if we would visit this master, then they would solve the problem for us, or the solution would be clear. So we snuck out of the capital of the Vral, who are still fighting against the Dredge, and we're on our way to the meeting place of the mentor and the mage, the mender. So yeah, we'll see what happens. That is currently where we stand. We are resting. We don't have a lot of supplies. We have a weak morale. We can't buy supplies either, which is a shame because they've got 0 available. One armor break, dodge, strength attacks. Yeah. I think our heroes are kind of in a doozy. Only Gunnulf is injured, which is our best hero, but well, injured is injured. I think we only have 7 supplies left, so we can't really rest. We gotta leave. I mean, we need to go to... what was the place called again? Not Skogger. Sigerholm. This is where we're going. This is where we're going. So I don't know if they go like this or if we go like that. But Sigerholm is the place that we agreed to meet with his mentor. A city built on a spit of land jutting from within a lake. A place of prestige to live, as expansion soon became impossible on the small island and ownership was passed down from generation to generation. The crystal clear lake, water, and the beautiful surroundings made the land desirable to a point that a wall was eventually built to keep away jealous neighbors. Alright, so that is where we need to go. I assume getting inside is no problem if the mentor is already inside, because he will know, or she will know the mage. It's a she. So yeah, all we can do is leave really and hope the morale and the injuries hold up. And our supplies last, which is the biggest problem. No, it's already weak morale there. As you are nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy!" and points to a burning tent closest to the outlying Vral. 2 of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. Organize the peasants to put out the fire. You look away from the petrified Vral and rush to help others dip blankets in water and barrels to combat the fire. When the flames seen under control, you are able to retrieve the coughing boy. The ashamed Vral retreat further from camp while peasants count the lost supplies. Oh, now we're only at 3-day supplies. Yikes! What in the depths was that about? You mutter to yourself. Something about the fire. Oddleaf tells you, "I've heard this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened," you think to yourself. Oh god, now we only have 3 days worth of supplies. We're gonna run out of supplies, guys. Why didn't Haugstorp have supplies? Oh, another Godstone. Alright. What goddess is this? Or god? I think it's a goddess. Looking at the hair. 2 tournaments at the same time. The Godstone of Ingrid, goddess of knowledge, looks on as a caravan takes a much needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from the solitary dredge Slinger lying dead beneath that stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivor, pointing to the dredge body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. Inspect the Godstone. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient runes which don't make much sense to you, though Ivan tells you some of the Mandos have deciphered them. It's how the Mandos learn the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing all the way down the hill. The odd thing, he tells you, is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who's reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Ivan doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he said. Ah. Juno is the one we're going to meet over at Sigerholm. That's the mentor. Alright, pack up and leave. As you're readying to depart, you hear screams from near the main Godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead dredge before are shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, says Ivor, his arm across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. A lad pushes past and gasps. Stop! Shouts Ivor, but the curious onlookers have already seen it. Hey, Green Ankh, how are you doing? Leave it. On the ground before the dead Slinger is a small stony figure, its hands searching for something it can't find. Is it as sunny as at yours as it is here? Yep, my green screen works and the sun is... well, blue screen, and the sun is out. I already had to like fiddle a bit with the curtains to get enough sunlight for my blue screen and not enough sun so it shone right in my eyes. But yeah, it's sunny. It is sunny. Why do people cheat? Now there is a question for the ages, GSX. That's a question for the ages. I was living with Ast. Oh god. Of course not, Green. Of course not. One of the kills he in the door. Hit the guy in the head. That's interesting. A stony figure. That's a baby. The dredge is a woman. We've been killing women. We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time. Leaving them to die? In war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting these dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading. They're running. Everyone stops dead in their tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness. Something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it just as we're running from them. It's a Congo line of people running away from each other. The serpent, the quake. It's all the beginning of the end. Ivor, you knew! Why didn't you say something? Ivor? When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder. During the Second Great War. Your voice will be gone tonight from all the reading. Luckily, I don't have to speak tonight anymore. no worries there. The Sunder, for those not in the know, I'll just explain everything. The Sunder are the high-ranking Dredge. So the Dredge are the people that we're fighting, and the Sunder are basically, they are mages slash generals. And they're supposed to be unkillable only by Menders, which are the mages of the humans. And but he is not a mage, and he killed one, which is sort of his legacy. Enjoy the luck, indeed, Green. Enjoy the luck. We called it raise. Every time we would build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Raze in a deep snowstorm. Alone, she was nursing. I threw my axe, it twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. So that's how you killed one. That's how I killed a Sunder. Alright. When I found my way to Grofheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left, walked until I ended up in Skogr, when no one knew what I had done. The only sound is the wind blowing through the trees. So now we finally know his backstory, or at least the gist of it. For a long time, nobody says anything until a child breaks the silence. What do we do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. Insist on taking it with the caravan, why not? Why not, right? At least it will... Oh, wait. If we take it with the caravan, they're going to be pissed, of course. Well, I'm gonna assume the mother is dead, so... The mother is dead, and maybe if we take him with the caravan, we can show them that we don't want war, maybe, because like we took care of one of your babies, we don't want the war. That might be a thing. What do you guys think? Do we take a baby of the enemy into our caravan? It will probably piss off some people in the caravan, but then again, leaving one behind also would piss off someone in the caravan, I would assume. And yes, there the small obsidian creature part in the text is actually like literally. You'll have to take that literally because they are made of obsidian. So that's what's going on. If we stay out of this one, it will probably get killed by the more frenetical. So I won't consider that an option. I'm gonna be saying... I'll probably take it, I guess. Good question, right, Jungun? This game poses the right questions. But I'm inclined to take it with the caravan. I mean... I don't know much about those creatures. I don't know if they're inherently aggressive, but the story basically posed us that they were running away from something, so they're sort of desperately fighting. Bye, Davey. See you later. Have fun at work. They're sort of desperately fighting to run away from something. They're not fighting us because they're aggressive and they want it to expand. So I'm gonna say, let's take it with us. You argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agree to take the Dredge infant, while others are furious about bringing it along. Not long afterwards, one of the women comes to you. Its swaddling was being held by this, she says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. Vadrun's silver brooch. Alright. There goes the caravan. Here we go. Across the hills with only 2 days of supplies left. We're dead. We're dead. Rip us. Yep, we're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make this trip. While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. When she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. I'll join in with a verse of my own. Maybe it will boost morale. The whole caravan is shocked when the first line of your poem rings out. You mimic both contestants, adding your own spin to their tales. At last you end with a joke at your own expense, and the peasants wildly applaud. Alright, that's good for morale, but it's still weak and our supplies are out. Ah, there it is, Sigerholm. Oh god, can we reach it? The final day, 0 supplies. Can we reach Sigerholm?
As Sigerholm approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Wow, we just reached it. Can't they eat each other? Oh man. That's harsh. That's harsh. But no, I don't think that's in the game. We're here! Sigerholm! Woo! One catastrophe to another, says Ottleaf as you pull into Sigerholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. We can't catch a break, can we? No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't there, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of the caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Ottleaf and Ivan. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the waste. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Ottleaf's right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. Oh, market. Oh, please. Oh, all the supplies. Ah, only 2 days worth. Because of no renown. Crap. Well, at least it's 2 more days, I guess. Holy crap. Can't we sell items? Can't we sell items for renown? I don't think so. Ah. Shit. Well, we've got 2 days worth of supplies. Oh god. Great. Where are we? We're in Sigarolm, yeah. Not sure where we need to go now. If she's not there. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, something has happened to her. Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know. You were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything's a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. How exactly does weaving work, anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns into the wood to help them remember the shapes of... like I said. Hard to explain. What's it like to be a mender? Just noticed you spelled your own Twitch name wrong in the last tweet. What? Did I spell my Twitch name? Oh, look at that. Although quite like Astrak. Look at that. That sounds wrong if I pronounce it like that. Astrak. Yeah. Oh well. It happens. It happens. What is it like to be a mender? Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. I knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is full of lots of people now. Builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this. So we don't end up scaring people. Why is Bellower still following us? Bellower is the new Sunder of the Dredge. So the new high-ranking officer that we faced last time that I streamed this on the bridge, and who is commanding the Dredge force that's following us. I saw Grofheim as it burned, which is the capital of the Varl race. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The Sunder blew through it like tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the Sunder left the city and headed south. It does sound wrong, yup. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading towards Aberrang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim, just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einartoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivar was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. Wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escaped the dredge, that serpent said the darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take, or what it means even. Just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Mendels are in Aberrang. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. I won't take any of your more time. No, it's awkward. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. Spend all day worrying about the serpents of sun or thunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated. Or scared, maybe. Of me. Don't worry. It's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. That would be nice. It's interesting because both pillars in this game have like this everything is about to end kind of story. Like this very how do you say that? This very everything's about to end and everything is a disaster and the world is about to die. Very dramatic. That was the word I was looking for. Very dramatic and grand storyline. But still, I prefer this game over Pillars because this game deals with it differently. This game sort of has these moments of like, you know, just as we had now with Ivert. It's like, or Ivent. It's like these moments of like peace and calm and tranquility and just, you know, talking about it and all that stuff. Whilst in Pillars, it's all, oh my god, the world's gonna die and you can't help it and everything is wrong. It's a way of dealing with it. So yeah, I prefer this game over Pillars in that sense. With that said, though, we're about to leave, and A, I don't know where the hell we need to go, and B, I don't have the supplies to go anywhere, so we're about to see what happens when you're on 0 supplies. In that sense. Rook, wait, please! Ivan begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Ivan looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. You've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. You could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. You could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might get tipped or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that will take. Pay some locals to help. The locals become a lot more helpful when you swallow your pride and start offering food for help. Oh no, God! I offered food. I was hoping there was gold. Oh crap. Oh, rip us. They give you small fishing boats to borrow and show you the area with the best chance of making it across. You hope your luck holds out as you launch from the shore. Despite, or you suspect because of your vigilance, the locals from Sigerholm don't try anything underhanded as they take you in their small boats to the other side of the lake over several trips. You leave them with a generous amount of food, and they row back to the town. You hope it's worth it to buy some space from Balor, who will have to drag his armies through the mud on foot. RIP! We only have 1 day of supplies. RIP, guys. Small fishing boats. Hey, Sneaky, what up? We should have fished there with the damn fishing boats. Oh god. Hey guys, we're out of food. Unar, the quirky old man with the leather headband, says, "If there is one thing I know better than women and meat, it's, well..." He smiles. "Well, nothing." That was the voice I held for him. "But I know when a group could use some help. Just nod and let old Unar make everything better. No questions now." We'd appreciate any help. That evening, Unar clears his throat and loudly recites a tale of travelers, ending with war and death behind them, seeking hope instead. They carried on with courage, using heart and head. A strange poem, but the caravan is happy for the change of pace. Unar bows and turns to assist the cooks. With what? We don't have any food. The evening meal is larger than ever, yet the supply wagons seem more full than before. You look to thank Unar, but he's gone. So we got a large meal and more supplies. I'll take it. Bam! 3 days worth of supplies. Yes! Woo! Go game. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onaf pulls you aside. Who is he? He's an old man we picked up on the road last stream. He just came along. He was, I believe, at a Godstone or something, or a random event. But in any case, he just came along. He just was waddling the road. Was this old man. He was kind of quirky, kind of weird. He talked in somewhat cryptic / riddle messages. But eventually he said, I would want to join the caravan, please. And we said yes. And since ever since then, he was with us, and now they cooked him. That could probably be a possible explanation, although I don't believe that an old man has a lot of meat to his bones. Maybe he was a fat man. Maybe he was a bit fat. The description didn't go that far. So maybe he was fat enough to feed 382 plus 132 plus 91 giants for 3 days. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onef pulls you aside. I have a couple of concerns I wanted to speak to you about, he says. In private. You find a quiet place to talk. He didn't really come up a lot, Yunkun. Just the meeting in the meeting him, talking in riddles. Then we just said, okay, you can join the caravan. He was this happy-go-lucky old dude. He cheered up the caravan, got us some morale. And that was basically the last we heard of him. And now we hear of him being cooked, probably. I don't know. But yeah. He was assisting the cooks. I don't know. With his own body parts. No idea. What's on your mind? How well do you know the people traveling with us? Well enough, I'd say. How many strangers are in the caravan now? Quite a bit, I imagine. Is this about Echo? That's an obvious example. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companions from Skogger. They're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear that they die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Vral? You don't even know half those warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following a man's orders now? After everything that happened at Einartoft? They've joined us voluntarily. And they might voluntarily put a sword in your gut too. What happens the first time the Vral don't want to do what you tell them? Let's be honest. They could take this caravan by force at any time, if they wanted to. They haven't. Doesn't mean they won't. They're not the biggest problem though. There's a mender with us. A mender who pulls lightning out from the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out when his mentor didn't show up in Sigerholm. Ivan's just the apprentice. What in the depths is this master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Ivan? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started to show up. Then an enormous serpent shows up at Einartoft after tearing the world in half, takes one look at Ivan and bolts. Suddenly, they need our help instead of the Mender Council? How does that make any damn sense? He's... meh. On one hand, he makes some valid points because it's all, you know, all kind of weird what happened. What he says is true, by the way. We just met Ivan on the road. Then we saw this big serpent who was, you know, about to crush us. And then Ivan shows up and he bolts. Which kind of, you know, it's weird. He makes some good points. But, I mean, it's all based on trust, right? That's all we've got right now. You don't want to be starting any of these rivalries right in the time where everything is, you know, on the brink of death. So, Ivan could have taken control long before now, though. A shrewd man with ambitions can be very patient. Grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook. But it's always been about trust. It still is. Think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly you gasp for air. When you look down, Onef is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. What? Oh my god. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle, and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onef's fighters from Frostvalor leap into action, cutting people down. As Oddleaf turns to fire on the man, Onef runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. Onef heads straight for a lad, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Oddleaf is dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onef clutches Alette's wrist amidst the commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. No, her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, fearsome as you've ever seen him. Oh my god, you... foul... arse. Seriously? Really? Really? What are you? Nah. It's fine. We got this. Onef, you foul son of a... Killing Oddleaf like that. How dare they? The blasted traitors, yeah, I know, right? Ow. No attack possible, alright. That's fine. Damn archers. Zap. Hello. Goodbye. Ow. Hello. Get smacked on. And there's exactly a spot here for Ivor. Bam! We need to go kill the archer. Hello. Goodbye. Get lightning! Splat. Ha! Deflected, son. Hey guys. Take this. Ow. Die. Ow, ow. Die. Ow! Gun off! No! Hey, Pixel Pirate! Thank you for the host, man! How are you doing? How is the Pixel Pirate today? Ow! Yeah, I'm just gonna... Lightning! Feed some mana. Get lightning. Zap zap. Ow. You die. Ow. You die. Ow. Ah. Ow! Oh god, there went Ivor. There went Ivor. Duval, no! No! That lightning! Ah, the resists. Damn. All the resists, man. Jeez. Jeez, son. Son, bye. How are you doing, Pixel? How are things? There you go. Ah. Alt leaf. No. Where's the lad? Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In the haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear a lad screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In the small clearing, a lad lies with her back against a tree. Her hands and her clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. I killed him, she says. Good girl. Aletta, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest! You're bleeding! Suddenly she's at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where's the needle? Odd leaf! Anyone! Ivor! I found them! Just as your sight goes black, you see Ivan, Ivor, and the lad standing over you. Is he going to make it? Your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally I wouldn't like that. I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, pulling your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Odd leaf? It's a good thing Ivan was here. She's going to pull through. Yes! Though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of those traitorous sons of bitches and the rest fled into the woods. There were a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Ivan. Named characters, Ivan. Named characters. They are most important to the story. Everyone else, that's fine. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Ivan frowns deeply, putting a hand on his forehead. Why did Onef do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. He thought my leadership would get us killed. Utter bastard. All this time we had no idea. Ekil killed a good half dozen of Onef's men by himself. Told me Onef was running Frostfeller the whole time. He left Frostfeller behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship's over. How amazing! How amazing is that, guys? Story time. The guy with like the twitchy freaky face, where you're thinking, yeah, that's the traitor guy. He's actually the good guy. And the one who looks like very sturdy and like with justice and law and everything turns out to be the bad guy. Awesome. Awesome. Nice twist there. Nice twist. Mr. Crazy Face is actually a good person. Look at that. Ekil was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. Was no accident Onef went after those of us from Skager. Must have thought with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst they'd take all supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. Where do you draw the line, Ivor? No. Nothing changes. We're not like him. You're a better person than I, Rook. None of this changes the fact that Bellower is out there somewhere, following us. The swamp around Sigurhol might buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road calls. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. There's no market? Ah, crap, there's no market. We only have 2 days worth of supplies. Well, I said that last time, but... I mean, who's injured? The two Varl are. And I am. And Oddleaf. Oddleaf only 1 day after such a grievous wound? Wow. You should still be fine though, but let's talk to the guys first. Eat the dead people! Yeah. Cannibalism! Look who it is, still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you, Ekil. I heard you helped drive off the traders when Onef attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? I'm not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why didn't you warn us about Onef? Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What you want me to say? Watch out, Onef's going to murder your whole family? He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of a fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious, I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into overtime. He never cared, and I gave up, and did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. When I attacked you in Frostvalor, guess I'll just say it wasn't my idea. You're welcome to stay with us. Had no plans to go anywhere. So, you're going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything? That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. I need to get going. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. I indeed shake my head. You need to be busy taking a piss, right. Alright, Altleaf. He wants to talk to us. How's the wound? You notice Altleaf as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure, well, I'm really glad you would have missed me, Rook? She smiles. Without Ivan, that's all you could have done. Instead, he'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Maybe it would. Heard you took a stab in yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. Guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have a lad around. And you, Rook. What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. Oddly thinks for a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Owlcast! Thank you for the host, man. Great stream earlier. I was lurking in there. Guys, the Owlcast, I believe also the Pixel Pirate and Bookfish35. All streamers you should follow. Great people hosting us today. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to a lad. I'll let you get some rest. Of course, a lad is my daughter. I don't want anything to happen to her. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. Talk to you later. Interesting. Alright, we've got 3 days worth of travel of supplies. 2.5. And we've got low morale. We can't rest because we don't have the supplies to rest. We can't buy supplies because there's no market inside. But still, we need to travel on. And that is what we shall be doing on the second part of this stream after this small break. Every hour I take a small break. The hour is already upon us because I did start a little earlier today. But yeah, we're taking a small break of a few minutes. Take this time to stretch your legs, go take a drink, go to the toilet, do whatever it is you need to do. And when we get back, more Banner Saga. As we see how the story unfolds. See you guys in a bit. See you guys in a bit.